Welcome back to the Take a Sip podcast. My name is Tito.
And I'm Leche.
And as always, Leche, what are you sipping on this week?
This week, I know we're doing an evening episode right now, but as being passed by and bought me a coffee, so I'm drinking coffee.
Oh, okay.
I'm drinking a nice coffee.
Well, while you are drinking a nice coffee for our morning episodes, I'm drinking a Modelo Chelada for a night episode. That just proves how middle of the day we both are right now.
Seriously, dude. Two different sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm. Which is literally our entire time growing up. We have both been two sides of the coin.
One coin, just different sides of it.
Yes. And speaking of a different side of stuff, I can't believe we're already 3 weeks in. Well, almost 2 weeks in, and I haven't even mentioned Happy Pride.
Oh yeah.
To a lot of people. I can't believe I've been forgetting this.
Yeah, that's something we shouldn't forget, honestly.
I know, especially hello.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's a good example of how we are, though. Like, it's you're not part of it, yes, and at the same time you forget what it is too. And it's just when you're working so much, right? It's just shit slips your mind so quickly, man. Time just.
I was at work and they put up a flag in the warehouse, and I was like, I looked at it for a moment. I was like, was that always there? And someone's like, it's literally Pride Month. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is Pride Month. What the hell?
You're like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah,
we gotta mention that.
But yes, so to all the gamers out there, Happy Pride. Well, not just the whole LGBTQI plus community.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. If we were a comedy podcast, I could say more to that. But yes.
When did they add like the last few? Because I know when did they add the last few?
The QIA.
I know the Q. The
LGBTQ. Yes, the IA. The IA was very recent. I want to say about 2 years ago. I want to say about 2 years ago, and just about last year they added if you see the flag now, the new triangle section at the beginning side of it, that's the black, brown, light blue, white, pink type of thing that was also recently added, if you haven't noticed. So it's not just the full rainbow, it is now, I believe that is the trans flag going into the rainbow flag.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, it's very recent that a lot of those updates have been made.
And I know that each one of those has their own separate like identification flags and stuff like that. So,
well, literally everything, not just from gay, but even bi has its own flag. Like trans has its own flag. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know each orientation has their own separate flags.
Yes.
But there's the one unified flag for the entire collection.
Exactly.
If you want to say it.
And even still then is in the rainbow, the main flag, each color has a representation
of each color. One of those.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I knew that one.
I don't know what they are. I know one's like nature, one's spirit, and all that, but I can't tell you which
identifies as which.
Yes.
I was gonna make a joke, but I think it's inappropriate.
I mean, I give you permission.
It'll be like, like red is fire.
Oh my
water.
Gosh.
All the elements.
All right. Avatar,
the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, oh shit.
Oh, the Infinity Gauntlet.
That would have been better.
That was good.
Green is time, dude. Purple is
the soul.
Power. just start going at it. Like, oh shit, dude.
Well, if that's the route we're going, then I'm pretty sure you could say Thanos. Thanos was an ally
too, bro.
Thanos was an ally. That's what we could say. Funny. Thanos was an ally. When he snapped, he snapped away all the bigots of the world.
He did it ferociously and fabulously.
He did snap. Started voguing. Yes. But besides that, that's a great way to start the pod. Oh gosh. But besides all that, we actually have a pretty good filled episode this week. I'm actually really happy with this.
All game related too.
Yes, all very game related.
Literally the week of the fucking like trailers, updates of games and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude! Like we talked about last week. Literally, we knew it was coming up. We were just waiting for it, dude, and they literally piled it onto us.
And these were just random ones that we found. We still have to actually dive deep into the Summer Games Fest, the whole Microsoft, Bethesda, or Sony PlayStation type of stuff. You got me?
So we found out every single one of those companies had their own separate shit.
Yes.
Honestly.
Which, like we said, it's going to be difficult if E3 is trying to make a comeback because they also didn't present this year because they are trying to revamp. So figuring out that these companies already had their own thing, it's like, so are they just going to stop and then merge back together with E3, or does E3 have something else in store for us? Right?
Yeah, I think that they're going to do is I think each individual company is just going to have their live stream shit. They're just going to have like pre-recorded stuff and just, let it ride.
Yeah.
Until probably a few years where everyone's a little bit more comfortable going out and stuff like that, where it's going to be actually doing events and stuff like that. But as of now, I think the safest bet for them to do, honestly, is a good pre-record and just let them go through their games and like developer insights and stuff like that. I think that's the safest route they could.
That really will.
Instead of doing, because E3 it's not even worth it anymore. Like it used to be fun to interact with the community and stuff like that, but it's not worth it in the scheme of things if everyone's not going to go to it and only a few people are going to go to it. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's not really worth it to them.
Yeah. Well, even going off of that, the whole thing of going with the community and bringing the community together, we got big news for Overwatch 2 to start off this entire routing. So Overwatch did their official trailer where we did see a lot of our old school characters coming back. So we do see Tracer, Reinhardt, and all that stuff. And we see some characters that we already have in the trailer with their new reworks that they put out for the betas. So Bastion is now more mobile. Orisa doesn't have her shield, but she has her spear. And we saw the new characters that are supposed to be coming out. Obviously, we got Sojourn, who's been announced even since Overwatch 1.
So you're going to say Sojourners and be like, nah, that's not it.
Sojourn. And the more exciting one that has always been hinted to throughout the Overwatch community before was the Junker Queen.
Joker Queen.
Junker.
Oh, Junker. They said
Junker.
Joker.
No. Junker Queen.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I would have heard of that.
But yes, the Junker Queen, who they also said is going to be a tank hero in this game. But she's a more aggressive type of tank. It's not really defending your team type of thing.
Right.
She's a tank that will charge and do her damage and hopefully charge back out and stuff like that.
Pretty thing.
Yeah. And I mean, she looks great. But besides this official trailer, they also did like a whole, I want to say hour or half hour video where
like a deep dive and stuff.
A deep dive where they do talk to some of the game developers and some of the game creators and artists and stuff. And as we're diving into this video, they say we're getting 3 new heroes when the game originates. Yes, when the game comes out, we're getting 3 heroes: Sojourn, Junker Queen. Excuse me. Oh, that Modelo hit me real quick. Sojourn, Junker Queen, and one more hero that they have not announced, but they are saying it is a support type of hero. So finally, our tank roster and our support roster are finally increasing. Because the last few heroes have all been DPS. You got me? And it's like, okay, great, but we need more of this other stuff.
Yeah.
And along with that, we obviously get the few new maps and so on. And the biggest change, going back to what you said earlier, was they're turning Overwatch 2 to a free-to-play type of game.
Yeah, they're turning it into a live service game.
Yes, a live
according
service.
According to the thing. So.
Yes, a live service, free-to-play, where they are trying to give it continuous updates every 9 weeks. And with
hard.
It is hard. It is going to be hard.
I mean, it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we've and nowadays there's a lot of live service games now, like, you know, from Call of Duty to Destiny 2 to like other, you know, stuff like that. You got me.
Fortnite stuff, yeah.
So there's a lot of free to game models as of now when it comes to live service titles and stuff. Yeah. So I want to just know. Because I'm not sure how Overwatch works specifically. So are you guys able to, I'm not sure if I saw this on the video either when I saw it completely. Are we able to choose, for example, like different weapon types on certain characters, or they have their certain specific, because I forgot what the type of game it's called that Overwatch is. Like they have like the characters, whatever guns and systems they have, it's literally only to them, and there's no switching it in and out or whatever.
Yeah, no, there's no switching in or out of weapons. They do have their set skill sets that they each work and deal with. So that's why it is like a League of Legends, a Smite type of games where you have to play all the characters to learn their sets and adapt
it's like
to
you perfect pretty much each character, like you play to like actually master that character.
Exactly. So and obviously you'll have your one or two that you master. That's gonna be like your mains, as we call them. But yeah, so normally you would play the roster, see which ones you like, which ones you want to advance in, so on and so forth.
So I wonder how their monetization is going to go, like their monetized model is it going to go? Because I don't know if they're going to have probably like a season pass or the skins that you purchase per character is going to pay for all like the updates, continuous maintenance and stuff like that. So I just want to know how they're going to monetize it. If they're going to keep it a live service game and free to play, available for everyone, you get.
Yeah, so that's what they did mention in the video as well. That normally what we have right now is the loot box system, where you would buy your loot boxes, open them, and you would get your skins. You would get emotes, voice lines, and specific like little clips. That's like your player of the game clip, or whatever. That will now all be turned into a season pass type of thing. So obviously you will probably have your free to play season pass and then your buyable season pass. And that's going to start adding in some charms that like you do in
like Call of Duty, like
in Valorant. Guns in Valorant like too, the little charms you see on your gun. I know they're going to be adding a new type of skins, because you'll have your blue, I believe your orange, and your purples. I believe it's blue for your basics, purple for your uncommons, and then your oranges are your legendaries. And then they're adding, I believe, the mythic.
A new rarity
one. Yes. And
that would actually help out if they added a new rarity.
Yes.
To make it like, for example, like rank 50 and 100, you get a specific item that's a mythic rarity, right?
Yeah.
As an incentive, but it's only on the buyable battle pass section.
Yeah. So I believe that's what they're doing. They're doing obviously the more voice lines, more clips, like I mentioned, for the player of the game type of thing, and so on and so forth. But I mean, these changes for me anyways, is giving me even more bigger incentive to go back into the game, especially if it is going to be free to play.
That means new people coming through.
I was going to say,
people are going to try it out and stuff.
Try it out, see if you like it, and if you don't, you could delete it.
I would try it out since it's going to be free to play for sure. Like, that's something I would actually look into now to see how it really is, because I've always wondered like how that game works and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to pay the $60 original price, because I'm like, I'm not going to play it if I'm going to play $60, pay $60. I wanted to play for a long time, right?
Yeah.
For a while. I want it to be worth it. I didn't find it worth it at that time.
Yeah.
But now, since it's going to be free to play, I'll just give it a shot to see if I like it. And if I like it, of course, that's when I start buying the battle pass, if it's worth it, whatever.
Exactly.
Because if it's just cosmetic stuff, I really probably won't even care about that, honestly. And that's the point, right?
Yeah.
I'll monetize it on that point.
Yeah. And they even have, like I said, they're adding in their PvE type of storyline. So obviously you could team up with your teammates or your friends and stuff and go into the storyline, which they're trying to expand more on the lore that they've already created, and create more characters that are already in the story, technically. Like, we've seen them in the background, like the Drunkard Queen. The Drunkard Queen is not part of the main Overwatch story, but she's always been in little hints and pictures that we see throughout the map and through two characters' background stories she is involved in.
Yeah.
So now they're just putting a face to this person that we've always heard about, if that makes sense. And on top of all that, with the little video, they obviously do the little clips introducing the Drunkard Queen, her backstory, how she became to be, which is that whole cinematic little show was incredible to me anyways. It looked clean, was very funny and stuff. So Overwatch 2, for that, we're getting the release date of October 4th for right now. They're saying everything has been doing well and everything's going great, and I assume and I hope so after everything they've just been through at Blizzard. So hopefully with whatever internal changes they're doing to the company is fully affecting everything that they're putting out. Right. And I mean, like we said, we already saw Overwatch 2 and another game that's also going out. Well, not fully out, but they've already given us a lot of gameplay visuals, was Diablo 4 as well. Where it was just a whole gameplay overview of the showcase of the Xbox Bethesda showcase that they did. So we see a lot of the character customizations that we are able to do. A lot of the I don't really play Diablo. I don't know much, but I'm saying like the floors that they go through or the whatever raids
like
they
the dungeons and stuff like that.
The dungeons, thank you. Some of them are replayable. Some of them, when you originally clear them, will now become friendly areas where like villagers will now start showing up and creating their land here now, I guess. And I mean, visually it looks great. It looks better than what we've had for like Diablo 3 and 2, which is expected, obviously. Yeah. But like I said, they're cranking this shit out right now. at
Blizzard, they're actually like getting some steam off of, like they're taking their first step on like launch and stuff like that, like showing off this stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was going to say, it's in bad taste, Diablo 4 right now. Like, people are not really loving it because of the mobile game, Diablo Immortals.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard there's some controversy around that how egregious it is, like the monetization on it. is it's a mobile game. So you know how mobile games are, you get me?
Yeah,
like,
you get the ads.
For a good example, like, like Clash of Clans, like, speed up time, use, 20 gems, and it's like a 4-day wait, or you spend 20 gems and stuff like that. Pretty much is that bad of a monetization in that game. Someone did the calculations and stuff like that to master, to fully level up one character, and I think you could like do up to 5 characters. You have to spend, I think they said $110,000. And not only that, they said that you have to log in every single day so you don't miss out on items and lose certain buffs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you have to log in every single day.
See, wow. And that's bad because, like, even for me, you get me. If Destiny was, like, I hate always coming back to Destiny, but that's the best thing. It's a habit at this point. With Destiny, if it becomes, you have to log in every day, I think I might stop playing the game because I don't have the time or energy to log in every day.
Exactly. That would be really messed up. Like, if the season pass worked in that sense, like, you have to log in to get whatever that day is. But not only that, dude, because you know how in some what is it called, season passes, like, you get like the day you missed, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And all the days like up to that day. For example, you missed 3 days, whatever. And then you get all 3 items pretty much because of those 3 days you missed, because you already paid for that.
Yeah.
Season pass or whatever. It doesn't work like that for that game.
That
sucks. That's really shitty.
Yeah, that's really bad. I definitely wouldn't be able to play a game like that. I think I'd be stressing out over having to log into a game than I would at my actual job. That's not good.
Yeah, it's like super egregious, like crazy.
Yeah. So, but from one game that has been in the negative to one game that has been in the positive, we also got a full gameplay reveal for Starfield.
Oh yeah, dude.
And this game looks beautiful right now.
Bro, I think Ziggles pointed it out that there was a full 15-minute gameplay reveal for it, because I only saw the trailer and I saw like, there's an actual trailer shit. I saw it in the showcase when they were launching it, because I watched the entire showcase while I was working. Of course, I had it in the background, so I didn't really 100% pay attention to it.
Yeah. But
me, Ziggle, and Miles literally watched it together, bro. And we were speechless. Like, we couldn't even fucking talk, bro. How fucking good it looked.
It looks really good.
So, like, it is looking like a fucking promising game, dude. Like, literally up there with, like, some of the cool, good MMOs and stuff. Not MMOs.
Yeah.
RPGs, sorry.
RPGs.
That's what I meant. So, oh, man, it is just nuts. Just the volume, the depth that the game is showing just so far without even going into it and like playing it yet, dude.
And I don't like comparing new games to games we already have out, but it's hard not to do it. During watching the Starfield gameplay, it gave me a lot of No Man's Sky vibes.
Yeah, a lot of people said that.
Mixed with Subnautica vibes as well, a little bit with the way you have to like gather materials and resources. But I mean, it's always a good concept too.
Yeah, like just space exploration, bro. Like, who doesn't get interested in that? Come on. Because first they started with like medieval shit. That's why I feel like that's a good segue from like doing the Skyrim stuff, like, the medieval magic and all that stuff. Now we're getting into the other side of the coin, right?
Yes.
We're going into the scientific, the power, the outside, stuff. Instead of containing everything in one place, we're literally going in the outskirts of space.
Yeah.
So like that's great. Shit, that is everything, bro.
You see, and even like that, you don't have to always create new planets and stuff. Literally just taking the planets we have now and being able to travel back and forth with them. And obviously adding like the occasional alien and stuff into it. But it's space stuff is always just a great concept, no matter what you're doing. Because the vastness of it, you get me? And yeah, you could always stay like in a regular galaxy that we have here, a regular system. But
according to them, there's literally thousands of planets that you can visit.
See, and it goes
not just within this galaxy, but within other galaxies and other planets and stuff like that.
And now we're going into No Man's Sky territory, but now No Man's Sky is going to have a competitor if this is the stuff they're going to be doing too. But yes, I did the Starfield gameplay video. It's 15 minutes long. I highly recommend to watch it.
Oh, super highly recommend.
Because it literally catches your attention every single second of the video.
One caveat that I think they definitely got to work is I'm hypocritical, especially because Bethesda is known for this shit. They can't make faces, bro.
They can't, no.
No, they still can't make faces, bro. But it's just, I'm being nitpicky on that. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything else was fantastic.
I don't blame them because when I draw, I can't draw hands. I can't draw hands. Kind of
hard. For sure. I know the one that everyone likes to draw.
They always have nubs.
But yeah, eyes they could get. The eyes, like this section is good.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. But everything else, like expression-wise, it's bad. But but I think that's part of the charm as well, you get me? But at the same time, I really hope like those planets aren't just empty as well, you get me?
Yeah,
that's the concerning part for some people. It's like, wow, all these planets and they're empty. Be like, oh no, don't want to hear that. You get me? You definitely do not want to hear that.
Yeah. But I mean, at this point, all we could really do is cross our fingers and pray that it's not like that. You get me?
Yeah.
And for Starfield and for Diablo 4 that I forgot to mention, there's no set release date right now. There's just saying in 2023. They're not even saying summer or holidays. They're just saying 2023. So that's going to be a little exciting also to see around what time they come out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think at this point, it's really good to let's have a break between ourselves.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. All right. And we're back. So we left off with Starfield. So let's continue. Like we said, the space stuff is always great to work on, especially like in video games. And you posted something in our little Discord chat that we send our links to for stuff we want to talk about for the podcast. And I want to let you take that one because I'm pretty sure you read and understood more of that article than I did.
Are you talking about the Destiny one?
Yes.
Okay. So this isn't... Bungie was the big contributing factor on this for sure. But multiple game companies, not just Bungie, but like Riot Games, I believe Epic Games as well was part of it. Other big name developer companies had lawsuits against cheat makers and cheat websites.
Okay.
But we got recent news that Destiny 2 recently, one of their people that they sued, one of their cheat makers, if you want to call them, was found guilty, and they agreed to pay. I forgot what the word is called, like for damages and stuff like that, like stuff like that. Solidarity damages.
Yeah.
So I forgot what it's called.
I forget that another word.
No, it's literally right there.
Statutory damages.
Statutory damages of $3.5 million.
13.5.
Oh, 13. What did I say?
3.5.
Oh no, 13.
you took off a whole one.
Yeah, a whole 10 million. Jesus Christ.
That makes a difference, bro.
13.5. That's a huge difference, but $13.5 million.
Yes.
Of damages. That is nuts, bro.
That is crazy.
And then on top of that, including in this article, I watched videos. I didn't really read it myself. But including in this article, they went ahead and said that they also won against the case on different cheat makers, another company, and they got $2 million off of them as well.
Oh wow!
And then on top of that, they did lawsuits against the guys who copyright struck their videos. I don't know if you remember the news about that. Like, Bungie was getting their own videos copy strike another company. Yeah. So those people owe Bungie $150,000 worth of damages as well. I think it was $2,000 per video that got struck down, and the amount that they struck down was worth $150,000. So, I mean, in grand total, Bungie right now is literally probably like $16 million.
About 16, yeah.
About $60 million.
So there can't be no damn reason or no damn excuses that they ain't got the funds to be updating the game and giving us a raid and giving us weapon and giving us armor and more storyline.
Yeah, that's literally what our clan right now is saying. Like, yo, all this game, bro, we deserve as a community, we deserve a dungeon or a raid.
We stuck by their side throughout all this negativity.
Yeah, and we got hurt as a community for all these cheaters, bro. We deserve something as for damages and more emotional support.
Yes. It's true because even you, I believe, were saying it that you were playing Crucible, which is the Destiny PvP option, where you were wrecking this dude in PvP. And from 1 second to another, this dude is now hitting headshots, freaking wrecking you guys, and brought his team back up. And by the time you guys were like able to notice it or probably even report it or get some sort of like video evidence of it, he turned it off and he quickly started sucking you guys.
Yeah, dude, it's insane, dude. Literally, I would say before their anti-cheat battle eye, it was definitely hard to even play Crucible like at all, dude. Up to the point where even PvE, which is like the just the regular gameplay with no like other interaction with people, was starting to get unplayable because some people were going into, for example, raids, which is like 6-man activities that Destiny has to offer. Mm-hmm. They were even cheating in those things, and it made it less fun that way.
Yeah, it's not fun at all. The whole thing of the game is the complexity of it, the different types of loadouts you could run. You got me? And I'm not saying I'm awesome gold tier platinum rank shooter. I know I'm not. That's why I stay away from PvP. But I could go in, and I'm not saying I'm the best, but I could hold my own occasionally, depending on what the other team is. Even with you, I admit you are a better shooter than me, but I could keep up with you on certain weapons that you can't use properly.
I think that's the whole premise of the game. Like, you find what you like and you run that and you keep perfecting that until you literally become as good as you are with that specific guns or loadouts. Mm-hmm. The nice thing is there's always new stuff in it as well, so you could always keep changing your loadouts.
Smurfs suck. Blueberries suck.
Blueberries suck.
Potatoes suck. That's literally what they're called in all these games. They're being called Smurfs. Blueberries, potatoes. It's like what joy do you get from giving other players misery in the game? And all you're getting is just a character shaking back and forth uncontrollably. Like, if I want to get someone pissed, I want to see their facial features. I want to hear them cuss me out. Like, but if I can't even hear someone cuss me out, what's the point of getting someone mad on my team? You got me?
Not being toxic and playing though, but I do get salty when I'm like facing someone who has this is before that has like infinite heavy ammo, even though we only get it for like 10 seconds. Plus people like that or like have perfect aim. You get me? Like just continuous headshots out of nowhere because they're head accuracy is 99 on the fucking sniper. that has over 3,000 kills, like that alone is like suspicious and like
yes,
it's bad. You get me? So,
and even if I'm still being toxic, it's between my friends, like our clan, because I know they know I'm gonna be just fucking around. But it's like I'm not gonna piss off randos in the lobby.
Lay my testicles on your face.
Oh my gosh. And drag them back and forth.
Drag them back and forth. Dude. Toxic, bro.
Oh gosh. I always hated those where it's like these nuts like best one is like, oh, have you ever heard of Imagine Dragons?
Oh man, yeah,
Imagine Dragons nuts across
the face. I love those things, dude. I love those.
And it's like, oh, I'm getting a call from my friend Ken. Can these nuts fit in your mouth?
Oh god. Oh dude. There's a recent one I heard too about I'll find it and I'll send it to you. I think you'll like it. It'll be funny because I don't think I've heard I haven't heard that one before. It's clever shit.
There's another one where it's like, oh, I heard you got ligma balls.
That was always the classic. Classic.
Yeah.
You died from ligma.
But yes.
Oh fuck.
I mean, so from a game that's been out for a long time to a new upcoming game that we hopefully should be getting fairly soon. I specifically sent this one in for you, Leche. Because we are apparently getting an all-star battle royale type of game with the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure crew.
Yeah, dude, pretty much all the JoJo's.
Yes. As of right now, we only have 4 characters from what they're showing from what they've shown in this video.
On the trailer, yeah.
Being JoJo, Jotaro, Dio, and Jolene.
Jolene, yeah.
And apparently they will be able to use their stances in the fight as well.
Yeah.
Between
I wonder how it's gonna work because the original Joestar didn't have a fucking stance. So I wonder how that's gonna work. Stuff
but
like
I mean, when you go on battle royale types of games, they can put different timeline characters. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at Dragon Ball Z. You could be playing as Kid Goku fighting perfect.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm saying like literally from the show. You know how like all these guys have their stand users and stuff like that. Like it literally in the first season, there was no such thing as a stand user. I don't think stands became a thing until literally the 3rd season.
I think that's why I'm still so
where
confused on season 1
came out. Yeah.
I think that's why I'm still so confused on season 1.
Yeah, there's no stands until season 3, dude.
Gotcha.
So
I mean,
that's why it's like that.
I don't know. They'll obviously find a way to make it usable, or even if they can't use a stance, they'll probably give them other stuff that they're able to use like in the game,
or like strength or something like that.
Yeah. So, it'd be funny. Wasn't there a dog that even had a stance or something?
Mm-hmm.
If they put him to fight in this game,
that would be dope. Funny. Yeah, because he had a really strong one. So yes, it would be fucking awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope they include all those other side characters.
Yes, yeah.
That would be so awesome if they did.
Yeah,
especially the ones from what I forgot what season it is. Diamonds Are Unbreakable, which is I think the 4th season. The characters from that season and the 3rd season where Jotaro is like the main character where he fights Dio. If it's that, it's gonna be dope for sure.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it too is like it's the art style alone is so visually appealing. It would do amazing as a game because it's very comic booky, and that's the best part of the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, I haven't seen everything, but from the clips you have shown me, and I've like seen throughout.
And every season is different. The art style, which is fucking phenomenal. That's why I fucking love it. For that reason, I haven't finished watching Golden Wind, which is the 5th season, and I still haven't watched this Ocean Eyes one. Sorry,
you're fine.
I forgot what it's called. Whatever the 6th season was, I haven't watched that one either. So
Yes. But unfortunately for right now, unfortunately for us, this game right now will only be available for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And not until June 22nd.
Talk about missed opportunity.
I know. But hopefully they realize the wrong that they are doing and expand after.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly for sure. But
I know.
This on PC must be fucking.
God. I can't wait to see the fucking clips all over YouTube.
Going back to Starfield, dude, I think my PC might blow up just from that game.
Yeah, you need to be careful.
Yeah, you need to be
careful. Make sure you move all your work stuff away from that before you start it.
I don't know if you've seen that meme of when a PlayStation starts up like that, like the fucking fans, how they go fucking nuts, like they're going like really loud and really fast. Where it starts to in the video, like it starts to fucking levitate, and then there's a guy with the cones like backing it up. This is about to fucking launch off, bro.
Well, if it's Starfield, it's
plane, bro.
When it's Starfield, it sounds like it's becoming immersive. Immersive gaming
like simulator. At its finest, dude.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. And now we have two pretty cool updates as well
one's an update, one's a DLC drop, and then the other one is one of the games.
But a DLC is still an update to a game.
No, yeah, but the other one is not an update, and this is literally the most anticipated fucking, I want to say, game of the franchise, because it's the most beloved one from all of them. So,
yes. So should we start with that one?
No, save that one for last.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely start with the DLC.
All right. So for the DLC, what we're talking about for another very beloved franchise, Resident Evil Village. Obviously, the game did amazingly. People are still replaying it, still trying to go through it, find everything that's possible. Still, what's the word? What's the word?
What's the word?
What a guy for a girl?
Guy for a girl.
Yes, like they become
married.
No, not married.
What are you talking about?
Guys are still simping over Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh, yeah. The thirst is still there, bro.
The thirst is still there for Lady Dimitrescu.
Markiplier.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. He is so funny.
Yeah, that guy's...
But yes, with that, we're getting a DLC for continuing the story, where last we saw the baby Rose. And even at the end of the game, we saw her grown up.
Rose.
Yeah, we saw her grown up and at the graveyard visiting her father. And now we are getting the DLC continuing Rose's storyline called Shadow of Rose.
Shadow of Mordor. No, I'm kidding. Wrong series. Oh, shit.
Yes, Shadow of Rose. So we see her grown up, like we said. She has powers from while she was surrounded by, what was it, the Nemesis? Or whatever the goo or plant was that was around her when she was a baby.
The Nemesis. Yeah. Whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah.
That now she has been traveling back to the village, I guess, or having visions of going back. So we are hopefully seeing returning villains or a whole new set of villains. I'm still obviously expecting the werewolf guys to still be your zombies that we see everywhere. But yeah, I mean, it looks amazing still, as always. Dude, the original looked great too, but it's still...
Well, on top of giving us this, they're giving us additional like little tidbits, like, the mercenary mode they're including as Well, and on top of that, they're including an entire different mode and perspective of playing this game, literally third person mode, which is fucking nuts, which is awesome. And I think I know why they did that, because they specifically did this because the remakes for Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are all in like over the shoulder third person view. That's why. And Village was the only one that wasn't like that. If you noticed that, I don't know if you noticed that in particularly.
Village was what? Sorry.
Village was the only game out of like the newer Resident Evil from like the remakes.
Oh, that is
in first person view. Yeah. Because the other ones are over the shoulder third person view.
Yeah.
So that's why they included a third person view. So makes sense.
Yeah.
And two, they did this because anticipation of what we're going to talk about next after that. So
yes. But yeah, and if we get to replay the whole game in third person, are we finally going to get a face reveal for what Ethan looks like?
Oh, I think we already know. I'm pretty sure they showed.
No, I don't think.
No, maybe we do. Reveal. Maybe we actually do see finally a face of Ethan Winters.
Hopefully, because even since the game before that, the past in Village and what was the one before? When he actually rescues Rose from the crazy family.
Since it was 7?
Yes.
7?
Sorry.
Was it Biohazard?
Biohazard, yes. Yeah, that was
I
also
totally forgot about too. Biohazard, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe because fucking Village was so good.
Yeah. Well,
I kind of forgot, dude. But it was good too. No shame on fucking
no shame on it. But even in Biohazard, that was also first person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we still didn't get an Ethan face.
Third person view.
Yeah.
That would have been dope if they remade that one into third person. But I understand why they did this one.
Yeah.
Because it's still within the same, cycle round of it. So,
and I mean, I knew a DLC was expected. I mean, as we did for Biohazard, the whole DLC and the little side mini games and stuff. So seeing that come through for Shadow of Rose. And again, from what we're seeing in the story trailer, it looks dope. It looks up to date. It looks clean, very clean.
Looks very good.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times that when they add DLC, it's slightly choppy in areas.
Either that or it looks way better than the fucking original game sometimes.
That too.
Reverse, it literally looks way better.
Yeah. And I mean, as of right now, the set release date for the DLC is October 28th of this year. So we still got a few months, but and I mean, perfect. October for a horror game DLC is like the perfect
bread and
timing.
Butter, bro.
Yes.
It'll literally go hand in hand with each other.
And then finally, sticking with the realm of Resident Evil, very anticipated, like Leche said, the remake of Resident Evil 4.
This is one of those games, like if they fuck it up, their reputation is ruined. Like that, I'm being, I'm not being like, it's not a hyperbole of how I'm saying this. Like this is literally legit facts, because that is probably the one game that everyone's been waiting for them to remaster, and they want it to like respect it, because it's literally, I think it's still the most critically acclaimed Resident Evil game to date still. I think it's still outperformed, like literally critics still prefer Resident Evil 4 Classic compared to the new remakes, and the new remakes are very good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like that is insane to even think about.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much so, like, even when talking a lot about Resident Evil, I feel like Resident Evil 4 is always come back to. It's always referenced in some
always form. Referenced, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So getting the remake of it, a cleaner version, hopefully.
I mean, we get one of the main characters, bro. Fucking Leon.
I know, Leon, the beloved Leon.
Yeah, like seriously, that's why everyone fucking loves it, because this is where he shows like his fucking badassery. You get me?
Yeah. So, yeah. And who said that Lady Dimitrescu was the only one people could simp over? Leon is getting swooned over too.
The graphics. They look. I'm here for the graphics.
Oh, it just so happens to be raining and his shirt is ripped apart. Nobody wants to see that. But yeah, I mean, that's still super exciting to see too. You got me. Again, I will be at Markiplier's page ready to watch all of this gameplay.
I know the developers even said it themselves, like they know how respected this game is in the community, that they literally want to take their time, and they took their time.
Yes.
They're straight up due diligence on making this game what it is and it deserves to be.
Yeah.
Like that's how crazy it is, dude. Like it's like, I'm not trying to like be, like that. It's like whenever they actually, it's not the same, like, quote unquote remake like they do for like Skyrim every 5 years, and like that. Yeah. Like they actually have so much respect to this game. Like they want to give it its full-fledged like fucking respect and like remake
and attention. Yeah.
So I'm like, this is literally their fucking child right now. Like that's how it's going right now.
No, and even saying that of like giving it its time to make sure it's done properly, but still bringing this game out for the community so we are able to enjoy it as gamers. The release date right now is March 24th for next year already.
Of next year.
So, I mean, yes, it's still months away, but to be released not randomly in a March, there's probably a reason before it. But like I said, they're giving it time to be able to develop it and create it properly, giving it the respect it deserves, but also bringing it to the community to be able to be enjoyed with time. You got me?
With time, yeah. And I think that's why they told them, like, if it push, I don't know if they mentioned this specifically, but I would think like if they need more time, they will probably let the community know and push it back again or something like that.
But when we know that it's a game being remade respectfully, it's an okay thing to be pushed back.
Yeah, I think
it's
already been in development for like 3-4 years at this point. Or
has it been?
I think so. I know third came out like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I know they said they started developing 4 a little bit in the cycle where they were making 3 still, if that makes sense. Because I think they were polishing 3 and they already were starting the back work for 4.
Okay, yeah.
If that makes sense, right? That makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
I think they said it. I don't know how they said it specifically.
Yes,
they said it somewhat like that.
Yes, and even still, to be releasing it in March, it gives us time to play through Shadow of Rose, enjoy it for a few months, and then switch our attention to RE4. So, checks and balances.
Checks and balances, bro.
Yes. And I mean, that's from my end, that's pretty much it. I don't know about you.
Oh man, that's everything, man. There was so much stuff this week in particular.
Yeah.
These are the ones that literally caught most of like our attention for sure. There's probably way more. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was so much shit up to the point where I think they even had a showcase today, and I think they have a showcase tomorrow still for Friday. Yeah. So like it's kind of nuts how crazy this week has been with the gaming news and shit. So maybe next week is probably gonna be another game pack thing. Yeah. So
because I mean, mostly from this, it's mostly been the Xbox Bethesda showcase.
No, the PlayStation one happened like 2 weeks ago, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, so we might have to backtrack a little bit just to double check and make sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we should have done that first, honestly.
Summer Game Fest was last week too, so we had to double check all that.
There's just so many games, man.
It is.
God, it is overwhelming. For sure.
But like I said, there's always exciting stuff for us, for listeners.
I mean, straight up, like, yeah. Oh, there is one game I probably want to like just throw in there. I think they're making a sequel to Hollow Knight, and a lot of people fucking love that shit.
Hollow Knight's still being played on Twitch too.
Yeah, even the regular one. So they're making a sequel to that.
Yeah, so that's dope.
It's really I don't know when that comes out. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think it comes out this year though. So
if anything, we'll update next week on it.
We'll include it for next week's stuff, but for sure.
But yeah. So on that note, where can people find the Leche?
People can find me on Instagram at Leche or you guys can follow me on Twitch on Techno Freak 95. And what about you, Tito?
I am on Instagram at @1alphapenguin, and I'm also on Twitch at @1alphapenguin. You guys can follow the podcast on Instagram at takeasip_pod. And you guys can also go to the YouTube channel where we also have these podcasts if that is easier for you to listen to at youtube.com/takeasip. As always, the logos are the same throughout all the social medias. So please go like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever floats your boat. Speaking of floating your boat, happy Pride again. Shine bright, raise your colors. If you're an ally, thank you for being an ally. Leche, I always thank you for being by my side as well. My co-host, not just on the show, but in real life as well. And yeah, drink some water, stay safe, wear a rubber, whatever you do, lube it up.
Keep it tight, not loose.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
I don't know if that's retrospect in real life, but
well, if you're using a screw. Got it? Screw.
Yeah. You didn't have to explain it. I understood it. Yeah, I definitely understood it.
Okay, and on that note, we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.